Hey Libra-Scorpios, welcome into your Capricorn season energy reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back, my loves. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much. And I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a member of this channel for exclusive viewer perks and so much more, you can join at that button next to subscribe if you click it, or at the link in my description box below. All right, I'd love to have you guys on the more intimate side of the channel. Yikes. Channel. Period. It's a channel now. I would love to have y'all over there, okay? So check it out if you're interested. Lord have mercy. Channel. Yikes. Okay. Libra Scorpio, let's get into what I was seeing in your meditation. Oh, all right. You could be confused about someone's motives towards you, okay? Fair warning, it feels like Capricorn season is very steeped in love and relationships for some reason, okay? That's just a heads up. If there are a lot of relationship dynamics and things of the sort and of that nature kind of coming to the forefront in your reality, seems to be a common thread within the collective consciousness right now, okay? But you could have definitely been confused or unsure about someone's motives towards you. I feel like this is a situation where you've already kind of accepted the fact that someone's cup isn't coming towards you, maybe specifically, or just not coming at all. Somebody could have chosen a South Node cycle or chose someone from their past or went back to somebody from their past. Or why do I feel like okay, this could have been a situation where maybe there was some sort of attraction between you and someone, but in your higher mind, you kind of knew this person still was holding out for their past or connected to their past, or I don't know, something in your gut kind of told you they're going to go backwards. So maybe this is a situation where you let somebody go based off of your intuition or based off of that kind of inner knowing that something wasn't going to be solid between y'all, or like someone from the past was still around. It could have even been in the way that this person communicated. Maybe they kept talking about their ex, or just like, you were like, all right, yeah, you're like not ready to start anything new. Okay. Okay. So something about that person or that situation is relevant for you in Capricorn season. It feels like it's already happened. I don't think this is something that's coming in. I think you've already let this go. Or you kind of already, again, accepted that this person isn't ready to be with you or ready for a relationship at all. Or again, more than likely, they're going to end up back with someone they've already been with. So yeah, I can see how maybe it's a little confusing, or it feels a bit emotionally conflicting, because maybe in an ideal world, if this person wasn't still stuck on their past, you know, y'all could have had a little something. But because they were, it was like, there's no point in starting if it's just going to stop. You know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like you kind of already saw how something was going to play out. So maybe you moved ahead of yourself or ahead of that energy. You might even be getting confirmation that that was the right thing to do this Capricorn season, because somebody could have ended up with an ex or a past lover. I'm also getting, for a small group of y'all, that low-key was kind of like a part of some sort of smoke and mirrors thing that was happening here. Somebody maybe wanted you to think that they were still tied up with an ex, or an ex maybe wanted you to think that whoever you were interested in or connecting with was tied up in them. Like, there could have been a little bit of that going on here. Okay. Anything else? I just heard, here's what happens next. Okay. Yeah, you predicted something. You predicted something. Or again, your intuition, your instincts knew that someone wasn't ready to move forward or move on from somebody. Yeah, 9 of Cups. You might have called this person out. Yeah, maybe somebody attempted to kind of explore something with you while still kind of figuring out something with an ex. Maybe that backfired here. Clarify here, Divine Universe. For Libra-Scorpio, what's this energy? Okay, that's way too chunky. My deck is chunky. Okay. Yeah, the energy is kind of dense right now. Clarify. What's this message? What's this message for Libra-Scorpio? Thank you. The 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you already saw how far it was going to go. So rather than go through the whole thing, you just might have cut this off. Emperor in reverse and Death in reverse. Right. Somebody wasn't done with their past. So someone showed up as an Emperor in reverse in your energy. Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, but they were still invested somewhere else maybe. Yeah, this could just be confirmation that you made the right choice and decision, Libra Scorpio, okay? Yeah, that is exactly what this is. You can trust your intuition. You saw the play. You saw exactly what was going on. No need to doubt yourself. No need to second guess it. That's what it was. Keep moving forward. Yeah, Queen of Cups energy. That could be you. I heard save your cup. Ooh. Yeah. The World and the 8 of Pentacles just kind of spun out in reverse on my hand here. Somebody's not done working through their karma. Therefore, they were not ready for you, or they could not show up in the right energy. Okay. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person tried to come in and offer you that pentacle, but you're like, I deserve a little bit more than that. And you're right, Libra Scorpio, you do. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Seems like you're done settling for crumbs here, Libra Scorpio. Maybe this is somebody who's in and out of your energy, or in and out of your world, or your life, or your reality. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. It keeps coming back. Maybe this was just someone you were like physically attracted to, you know, actually attracted to, but they weren't the Emperor upright, and they hadn't really grown with that death in reverse. Again, I think you called the right plan of action here, Libra Scorpio. For whoever needs to hear that, you did the right thing. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, you saved your cup. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Right. Somebody could have just been love bombing you out of a warped ego. Somebody was not coming from a solid space. The Ace of Wands still at the bottom. Clarify this Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I'm about to stop taking reversals. It's getting a little ridiculous. I don't know. There's something about the energy right now. Maybe that's more of a collective message, okay? If Capricorn season feels really heavy and kind of like like it's dragging on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, that just might be the vibe. Okay? Knight of Wands in reverse. Lord have mercy. Okay, I don't know. It just kind of feels straight to the point. I don't really know what else needs to be said here. Like, okay, Spirit, what else? Why is this relevant for Libra Scorpio? If they made the right choice and decision, why is this relevant in Capricorn season? Okay, because somebody's maybe going back and forth in their mind on whether they did or not. Was that the right choice? Yes, it was. It was. It was. It was. You saw the situation properly, correctly. Yes, this person was not in the right energy to be with you, or was still tied to something in their past. Okay, clarify the High Priestess. Thank you. The Ten of Wands, yeah. Yeah, the Lovers, right. Okay. What you need to know, if you're still kind of like back and forth on whether that was the right choice or not, or oh, maybe I should have said yes, or I should have went for it. No, because you would have been doing all the work in that connection with an Emperor in reverse. That is a masculine energy that's in feminine energy, if that makes sense. That's somebody who would have kind of baited you in to chase them. You would have been putting in all the effort to make this connection work. This person would not have been putting in any energy to make it work, right? And more than likely, if they did have somebody from their past, or they still didn't close out a cycle, or something was still kind of like they're trying to figure it out, as soon as something clicked in that situation, they would have been there. And so rather than go through all of that, yeah, Seven of Cups, exactly. Rather than go through all of that, you following your intuition, even though it might have been difficult, saved your cup. Like I channeled earlier, it saved your cup from getting spilt over, poured out, dinged up, all really for nothing. Okay? Knight of Pentacles energy with this Seven of Cups. The Nine of Cups, yeah. So maybe for some of y'all, where you might be wondering like when your Emperor in the upright is going to be coming in. It does seem like Spirit's trying to say just have a little bit more patience. Focus in on your own happiness right now. Let it happen when it's meant to. I think you're only questioning whether you should have entertained this Emperor in reverse or not is because you don't have anything to replace that energy in your world right now. So it's like, dang, was that it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Okay. So no, you weren't making anything up. No, you weren't crazy. No, you weren't pulling for straws. You were feeling that this person still had something lingering around them, or they were still involved with someone else, and that was the truth. Okay. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles with this Knight of Wands in reverse. So from here on out, you can trust your instincts. You can trust your intuition, Libra Scorpio. Can I get one for the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in reverse, please? Thank you. Right. Devil energy. This connection would have been ran or ruled by someone's ego, not by their heart. And that would have probably done a lot of damage to you here, Libra Scorpio, from how I'm seeing you step into the connection as a Queen of Cups. Very sensitive, very open-hearted. That would not have stopped this person from hurting or harming you. Okay, so it seems like you avoided a karmic cycle here, Libra Scorpio. Maybe that's what you need to know, or that's what will become clear. The Emperor in reverse with the Ace of Swords. It's almost like I hear someone saying, like, well, maybe I'm wrong about them. Like, maybe that was just like, it's like, no, you were picking up on the truth that they weren't going to tell you. They weren't going to say it. They were hoping you would stay... You wouldn't know. Yeah, I was just about to say they were hoping you would stay blind to it. Eight of Swords with the Page of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Can I get one for the Emperor in reverse and the Ace of Swords with this Devil energy? The Two of Wands. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody could have just been trying to use someone as like a place filler, or like, again, while they're trying to figure out something with someone from their past, it's like exploring the options type of a thing. Okay. Death in reverse with the Two of Swords. Thank you. Five of Cups with the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Seems like the Five of Cups, Three of Swords is where this was headed if you were to entertain that Emperor in reverse. Or this is who they were trying to work out something with, this Queen of Wands. Who maybe already broke their heart, somebody was already emotionally bonded or in some sort of trauma bond with someone. So it's like it wasn't going to, you being in the Queen of Cups energy wasn't going to stop them from exploring this or coming back to this, or as soon as this Queen of Wands was like, okay, let's try again, they would have been right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this person was solid. Let's just say that. Can I get one for Death in reverse with the Two of Swords, Divine? Just one. Just one. Thank you. Chariot in reverse, right. So yeah, again, you didn't go the wrong way. You didn't make the wrong choice, Libra Scorpio. You did the right thing. High Priestess with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see or have that kind of sight and perception. Yeah, like I said, you would have been doing a lot of the work in this connection had you entertained that Emperor in reverse. Ten of Swords. Yeah. So hopefully this will allow you to move forward so that you can be available for the Lover's energy that's meant for you. And I know that might suck to hear, that somebody was just kind of coming in to play, not really to stay or to build or grow anything with you. I get that. But better have the truth than the lie of them possibly being the one, or oh, maybe they really wanted to. And you know, don't play that mental game with yourself here, Libra Scorpio. Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. This could have even been like an energy of like you feeling like something would have worked out, or like maybe you feel like you should have fought for somebody, or like not let someone go. No, you letting them go was the right thing to do. Yeah, it's like somebody feels like the grass would be greener, or like something would have been great when it really wouldn't have. That's just like the wishful thinking, I feel. Somebody could be stuck on what could have been, as opposed to dealing with the reality of what was. Like if you're thinking of this person or thinking of this situation, and there's a whole list of like, if only this were the case and that were the case, and if they did this and da-da-da, like if you find yourself running through that, that's way too much. That's way, way, way too much. That's all the reasons and the signs right there why it's not happening and it's not meant. If everything about the situation had to change for it to be plausible or pleasing to you or make you happy, then it just wasn't the right situation at all. This, okay, Libra Scorpio, this is for somebody, okay? This could be the end of you being in that mindset that you can heal or fix people. Like all they need is to be told the right thing. All they need is the right direction and the right support and the right love. And I just gotta, you know what I mean? Like somebody in this energy has to come out of that I can shape and mold and make and help the no. If they are not showing up in the shape and mold, if they're not shaping and molding themselves first and foremost, okay, that's not your job. An Emperor in reverse is absolutely not shaping and molding themselves. That is somebody who's extremely insecure. Extremely. To a point where it can be harmful and detrimental to the people they connect with. It is. It always is. I just think that somebody, okay, that's real. Somebody could feel betrayed by their own choice to love themselves. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's like someone made a self-love choice to say, okay, no, I'm not going to deal with this Emperor in reverse. That was a hard choice to make. And it's almost like going against what someone wanted. Somebody wanted this connection or wanted something to be or wanted something to work out. So it's like almost being betrayed or feeling betrayed by your intuition, telling you not to. You listen, but it's like you're not happy about that. And others of you, it's like, yeah, you might have a bit of a fantasy in your mind about how something would have worked out. Has somebody just got their ish together? If they just would have healed, or if they just would have done this and done that. It's like if you got to list off all those things, baby, no. Because what did they do? Not what they could have done. What did they do? Three of Swords. I almost feel like somebody's trying to make excuses for someone because they care. It's like someone wants to see someone a certain way that they just aren't. Because yes, in the perfect ideal world, sure, if all those things happen, maybe something could have stuck between you and this person. This could also be somebody who's like wrapped up in, oh, they just need to be healed. Like, they're just misunderstood. Oh, they've been through so much. It's like you're making excuses for a grown-ass person. Bottom line. Sorry to put it to you like that, but it just is. You're making excuses for a grown-ass person. Someone who needs to be responsible for their choices and decisions. But you making excuses for them is what's keeping you from accepting that you made the right choice and decision. It's keeping you from feeling good about that choice and decision because you're not allowing yourself to see this person clearly because of what you think they are or what you think they could be. You're reading into their potential as opposed to their reality. Yeah, someone can have all the potential in the world, but what's the reality of that person and what are they doing and the choices and decisions and movements that they're making in this moment? Because that's what matters. Okay. Some of y'all, this could be inner child healing that has to happen for you, Libra Scorpio. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This could be inner child healing that has to happen for you. Maybe that's why this is relevant in Capricorn season. You might be getting to the truth of why you still look at an emperor in reverse as an emperor upright. Like why your mind or your heart is coloring this person that way when that's not their colors. You want to see the best in somebody when they're not showing you their best. Don't let somebody bait you into believing that the best is yet to come. No, the best needs to show up. It's not one day I'll get my ish together. No, get it together now. If you're not getting it together now, then there's no in the future. Period. Like, I feel like somebody has to get into that kind of a mindset when it comes to this situation. Okay. King of Cups. Yeah. This person could do a great deal of sharing or like... it's like they talk a good game. Here, Libra Scorpio, they talk a good game. They know what to say to get someone's heart involved, someone to feel empathetic or compassionate towards them, and oh, this, that, and the third, but yet not a single action says that they're actually trying to do something about that. Like, this could be somebody who carries their wounds or their bruises or the things they've gone through on their shoulder, on their sleeve, like it's a part of their identity. They're not changing the identity when they can. Again, you got to deal with the reality of somebody, Libra Scorpio, not their potential. If they could just get through that and do this and do that and da-da-da-da-da, then they would be perfect. If they got to do all that to be perfect, baby, then they're not right. They're not it. Because you could wait on somebody to do this and do that forever. Why would you waste your time? Right. Right. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you kind of need to protect yourself from this person. You need to put up a boundary with this person. Because, again, like I said, they know how to talk. They know how to say all the things to make you think, and oh, and da-da-da-da-da, and meow, 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 meow. But the actions ain't matching the words. And that's why you need to pay attention. That's what you need to focus on. Or that's what you need to accept. Don't be mad at your intuition for saving you. Don't be mad at your intuition for guiding you in the right direction, no matter how painful. Okay? Because what would hurt even worse is being dragged through the mud by an emperor in reverse. Ooh. You want to talk about emotional damage, mental damage, physical damage, spiritual damage? Yeah. Hook up with an emperor in reverse. Okay? It's like your intuition, maybe some of y'all got to follow it. Maybe you haven't fully made that choice to set a boundary with this person just yet. Trust your intuition here, Libra-Scorpio. It's going to save you a world of hurt. A world of hurt. Because you know what I feel? I don't feel like this person even really knows what they want. Seashore and the castle, exactly. Just be patient. Just wait. I know we don't like to hear that, especially when it comes to love and relationships, but Libra Scorpio, stay present. Be in your happy place. Be in your 9 of Cups. Be in your 9 of Pentacles. And that castle will come. That home, that 10 of Pentacles, that 10 of Cups will come. It's not going to be with an Emperor in reverse. I can tell you that right now. Nope. Can't build nothing with an Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse will burn everything they build. They self-sabotage constantly because of that insecurity. You don't want to waste your time trying to build with somebody who's going to eventually tear it down and then make you rebuild it just to tear it down again. And then rebuild that hope and rebuild and then tear it down again. That's the pattern. Okay? Okay. Divine, how are you showing up for Libra Scorpios in this energy? How are you showing up to guide Libra Scorpios in this energy? Thank you. Come on. The gate. The gate. What's on the other side of that gate is that Lover's energy, is that 9 of Cups, is the path to what's destined and meant for you. Okay? What's not on the other side of that gate is the Emperor in reverse. You got to leave this Emperor in reverse behind. Okay? Clarify. How are you showing up here, Divine, for Libra Scorpios in this energy? This is what I mean. There could be a little bit of inner child healing that has to happen. Why are you painting someone's colors different after they've shown you who they are? What part of you is creating the narrative, creating the energy or the identity of this person when they're not showing up like that? That could be rooted in being dealing with a parent, an absentee parent, having to kind of fill in that void, not really having to know who they really were, or you know what I mean? Like it could just be so deep as that. Wanting to believe them abandoning you wasn't necessarily ill-intended. It was like, you know, that like it could go real deep, Libra Scorpio, but it is with your inner child. I would ask yourself this question, Libra Scorpio. How many times did your inner child, from a pure and innocent space, but definitely from a bit of a warped energy, a misguided energy, hold on to people or forgive people who showed you that they didn't like you, showed you that they really weren't your friend, like they really didn't mess. Like, somebody has to kind of face that part of themselves that makes excuses for people. Okay? I'm trying to say that in the most loving way possible. Yeah, the coin, the crossroad, and the graveyard. This is what I mean. How much time was invested, spent with people, places, and things that you knew weren't necessarily right for you. They were showing you their true colors, showing you how they really felt about you, or what they didn't feel towards you, or that they really weren't a friend, not being a good friend to you. You know what I'm saying? But just you still being there, open heart. That's not how they meant it. That's not, it's like making excuse. At some point, you gotta trust what you know. You gotta trust what your intuition is telling you. The coin, the crossroad, and the graveyard. This is an opportunity for you to choose a different path for yourself and leave this kind of pattern of attraction behind. And go with what you know. Trust what you know. Gain the wisdom. And embrace it as such. Thank your intuition for guiding you out of those situations. Yeah, what's on the other side of that gate is your crown, Libra Scorpio. Your dignity, your pride, like your self-worth. I'm talking to a group of y'all where you'll know the answer. You'll know something's not right. You'll know someone's not really meaning you any good, but you'll ask and ask and ask and ask and ask for clarity on it just to get the clarity, but then ask again because it's not the answer you want. It's like you're looking for some sort of reason to fall into what you feel, as opposed to move based off what you know. The intense feeling versus the logic. Okay, your Libra Scorpio dynamic. I get it. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but this is kind of a part of it. This is kind of like the part on your path where anything that happens is based off of your choices, okay? You're getting clear answers. Okay? The squirrel in the lighthouse, right? You have what you need. You have the answers you need. You have the clarity you need. You're seeing it correctly. You saw it correctly. It's just the part that has to accept it. And it seems like the divine is kind of showing up as this lighthouse energy to guide you on which way to go. And no matter which path you take here, Libra Scorpio, if you do feel like you're at a crossroads with this energy or this person, no matter what path you take, you're going to learn. But it's almost like learn the same lesson again or learn a new lesson. Don't dig up an old lesson out of the graveyard just because of the feel of it. Right. The candle. The divine is trying to reflect your light back to you. This could have maybe been someone that you might have felt was like a twin flame, or, you know, maybe somebody dropped that in your head about this connection or something like that. That's just coming out of nowhere here, so that could be relevant for somebody. It's like, I don't know. It might be a karmic energy at best. Come on now. And you know that. Like, again, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I might just be telling you what you don't want to hear. And that's okay. That's okay. And or that could be what's on the other side of the gate. Maybe you do have a divine flame union, but your connection with this Emperor in reverse is keeping you from taking the path towards that. You know what I just heard? You don't want to give up on somebody. I get it. Yeah. You don't want to give up on somebody because maybe you know what it feels like to have people give up on you, or kind of like this could be an abandonment wound. You don't want to abandon this connection, even though it's an Emperor in reverse. Like, even though it is not good, you don't want to abandon it because you know what it feels like to be abandoned. But in this situation, Libra-Scorpio, you're abandoning yourself by staying with the Emperor in reverse. That's where the real abandonment is. You're not abandoning them by choosing to love yourself. By choosing to take care of your heart, rather than put it in the hands of somebody who can't even take care of their own. Okay? That's where the real abandonment is. You're abandoning yourself for someone else. And that's what Divine's trying to get you to see. Okay? Alrighty. Sending you a lot of love. This might be a little bit of a tough message, but I really do hope it brings about clarity and confirmation for whoever needed it in the moment. Whenever this finds you, let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far in the message, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so I can pick up on your energy in future readings. All right, and if this was hitting on point for you, okay, on the nose, and you want me to look a little deeper into how this energy is relevant for you specifically on your path, not just generally, you can book an extended reading with me on my website, cuspofroses.store. All right, make sure you also shop your merch, Libra Scorpio. That's available on the store as well. Link down below. All right, and don't forget to check out the memberships if you're interested. I love you so very much. I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.